All right. Number six in terms of favorite to least favorite Super Bowl halftime shows, it'll definitely be what we saw last night. Number five is the one in 4 years ago in Los Angeles, California, SoFi Stadium. Number four, Beyonce. Number three, Justin Timberlake. Number two, Usher, in Las Vegas, Nevada. And number one, definitely the late great Prince in 2007 in Miami, Florida. It was magical. It was unexpected. It was beautiful. What more you want from him? What you want from me? Seriously. Now, the only highlights of it were the Samuel L. Jackson cosplaying as Uncle Sam, Serena Williams dancing, Little Crit walking. I'm like, hold up, seriously? I forgot. Born and raised in Compton, California. Same with her sister Venus, but she wasn't up there. The last time we saw Serena Williams, she was trying to bleach her skin, and people were looking at her sideways. So, good and well, Kendrick Lamar couldn't perform without bringing that song, that particular song that I'll put the link in the description. So that wouldn't fly with the fans, not one bit. And I think he was taking one final dig, one final shot at not only at Drake, but he also was taking a shot at Sony. If you look at the final performance, that it says "Game Over" and it had that button configuration, formation, controller. Yeah, that was fly. I like that. So don't worry, I'll get to Sony later. Don't worry about it. Now, as far as Super Bowl 59 last night, the game itself, I mean, Kansas City Chiefs, get over here and let me talk to y'all for a second. Your team stunk up the joint for a multitude of reasons. I know people like Nick Wright, who works at Fox Sports 1. He's a Kansas City Chiefs fan and a Patrick Mahomes fanatic. Let me say this. Anytime you turn the ball, a team turned the ball over 3 times, your offensive line cough up 6 sacks, and your defense can only stop Saquon Barkley. Congratulations, you didn't let him go off, but you allowed Jalen Hurts to go off. You allowed the wide receivers and the tight ends and everybody else have a somewhat of a field day. That's a problem. And the fact that the Philadelphia Eagles offensive line absolutely dominated the Kansas City Chiefs defensive line, that was telling. I'm like, you have got to be joking. Man, so yeah, I refuse to put all the blame on Patrick Mahomes. In fact, I look at it as a team effort. I mean, you got to look at Andy Reid and the rest of the coaching staff. The fact that they ran the ball, 7 times overall? They only ran the ball 3 times in the first half. I'm looking at them sideways like, what y'all doing? I know that Patrick Mahomes is great and everything. Hell, he's excellent, but come on now. He's human. Help a brother out for a moment. What's wrong with y'all? If anything has taught me over the years as a football fan, especially watching NFL games, NFL playoffs, the defense and running games are the key to winning the the Super Bowl. Anything short of that, get you up out of in the playoffs and get ready for the next season. So, Kansas City Chiefs fans, your team will be all right. Your team will win some championships. We'll get back to the Super Bowl. I don't know if it's going to be next year or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35 years from now. But hey, they're good. They'll be back. Trust me, they will. They will get their chance to take a crack at the three-peat. But it sounds like it's a lot harder than it looks. I mean, the last time we seen a team do that, it was the Green Bay Packers, but that was the AFL, NFL era. I think it was back in 1965 to 1966 and 1967, but it wasn't in Super Bowl era at that time period. So we're talking about specifically Super Bowl era. It never happened before. So as far as the Philadelphia Eagles, congratulations to the team, to the fans, to the city. And I know that the Philadelphia Eagle fans are still partying like it's 2017. Speaking of which, it's their second Super Bowl victory overall, the first since 2017. And they did it in a dominant fashion. The defense did their thing. They were not monsters. They were monstars, baby. Let me tell you something. They weren't trying to bat the ball down. They were trying to catch the ball and take it to the house for a pick 6. And they did just that. So they pressure. They hit Patrick Mahomes 11 times and they blitz him without calling the blitz, which is crazy in itself. I think they sacked him 6 times. I mean, I thought they were going for a record. Like the way they was going, looked like they were going to go for 10 or 11 or 12 or 13, the way it was going. The game was over for me in the middle of the third quarter. I did not want to count out the Kansas City Chiefs for the fact that they have made a comeback time after time after time again. But when I saw the middle of the third quarter, I'm thinking, yeah, that's a wrap. They're not coming back for that. That's a big hole they're going to have to climb out of. And the Philadelphia Eagles put them there. So shout out to the defense doing their job and Vic Fangio too. Now, and the rest of the coaching staff, that includes Nick Sirianni. Now, yes, the Saquon Barkley didn't go off, and that's okay. He has a Super Bowl championship, and not to mention he stuck it to the New York Giants. Boy, if I'm a New York Giants fan, my blood is absolutely boiling at this point. And I am looking at the team, well, not the Philadelphia Eagles, but the New York Giants. I'm like, you see what happened? You see what happens when you allow your best player to walk and get nothing in return? Meanwhile, you stick with Daniel Jones. Boy, I was like, New York Giants, you low down dirties. I'm gonna stop before I get in trouble. So I wouldn't want to be a New York Giants fan right now. Now, Jalen Hurts, I think he gets way too much hate from the critics because he's not what people think he should be. You know, the Lamar Jacksons, the Josh Allens, the Justin Herberts, the Joe Burrows. Shoot, not even Deshaun Watson. That's a ooh boy. That's a ooh. I shouldn't have said that. Jalen Daniels, Jared Goff. I'm like, he got a Super Bowl ring. That counts for something. He got a Super Bowl MVP. Even though people are gonna be fighting tooth and nail over that one because the defense did their job, and that's why they believe they should have got that over Jalen Hurts. But like I said, it's debatable. So yeah, Jalen Hurts did his thing, and he is a Super Bowl champion, and people need to sit down and be quiet and let that marinate in their mind. I'll go as far as say he's a better quarterback than those quarterbacks I talked about. Not Jalen Daniels. I'll move him out the way. It'll be his second year in 2025. I'm talking about the ones I said, like Jared Goff's or Lamar Jackson's, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen's of the world. That's how I think. You can fight me all you want. Now, with the Super Bowl 59 in the books, Super Bowl 60 will be in San Francisco, California, and it'll be on NBC. I think it is next year. So, well, San Francisco, California, it's your turn. Now, before I leave, Sony, what are y'all doing? It seems like ever since the last generation, they have been extraordinary cocky, and they have made some head scratching decisions that has angered their fans each and every day. From Resistance 4 pitch to now the PlayStation Network outage that lasted 24 hours. People trying to make that comparison to the 2011, which is 14 years ago, and you can't make that comparison. One lasted 24 days, and the other lasted 24 hours. And then Sony has ruled out that it was they ruled out a hack. I was like, if it wasn't a hack, then what the heck was it then? Come on, Sony, get your house in order, man. If it wasn't for Microsoft dropping the ball on Xbox One with the DRM situation, we'd be having a much different conversation altogether. So, like I said, get your house in order, Sony. I don't know what's going on with y'all. They really need to be drug tested immediately. And with that in mind, throwing y'all salute with your thoughts on today's topics, and I'm out. Thanks for listening. Have a good day.